Hi, I'm Kay. My trip to the Falkland Islands, South Georgia and the Antarctic Peninsula is my opportunity to see the wildlife that survives in this region. Zodiacs are used to transport the group from ship to shore. Once ashore, I am struck by the gale force winds that will accompany me throughout my stay. Rockhopper penguins are my first encounter with wildlife. They can be very aggressive. Living high on rocks which man cannot climb, they scale the heights using fine claws in their feet. They get their name because they hop from rock to rock. I then found a group of wandering albatrosses. They lay one whitish egg in a nest of earth roots and grasses. Incubation is approximately 65 days. This chick is about 8 weeks old. I am amazed watching these penguins taking a leap of death into the icy waters for the first time. Not for the faint-hearted. These distinctively marked Magellanic penguins were first sighted in 1519. They have a seawater gland which filters out the salt. On the seashore, rocks and in any open area, fur and elephant seals can be found, and one aggressive male I fended off with my tripod, in the end taking the coward's way out, beating a hasty retreat. I am thrilled to come across families of Gentoo penguins. They will mimic the actions and behaviour of the adults, including trying the call. Stones are used to form a circle to make a nest. My first sight, the magnificent king penguins with their distinctive markings. There are over 2 million pairs worldwide. I can just see the seals basking in the shallows of this inlet. At the head of the beach, these grassy banks are a popular area for resting and playing, but the call of water soon proves too great. Much fun can be had when you have a younger sibling to bully and roll about with. Noise pierced my ears, and the smell was horrendous as I approached this colony of 250,000 king penguins. Standing 75 centimetres tall, both male and female look identical. King penguins are deep water fishers and can dive to 70 metres, staying submerged for 15 or more minutes. At sea they are hounded by leopard seals and killer whales, and many eggs and young chicks are taken by predators. Juveniles sport a wonderful brown fur coat that most ladies will be pleased to own. They don't look quite so smart when the molting season begins. If your fur coat looked like this after a few weeks, you would return it for a refund. Penguins need to renew their feathers to ensure that they are fully waterproof and insulated for the winter weather. During the molt, they have to stay on land and can lose 50% of their body mass. This little group, out taking an afternoon stroll, ignore the seals. Both species seem to tolerate each other. Due to the strong wind, I'm lying down and I'm nearly trodden on. Chin straps are identified by a thin streak of black feathers stretching from ear to ear beneath the chin, hence the name. They use their strong flippers to fly through the water at speeds up to 32 kilometres. This little gentoo snuggles close to the seal for protection from the wind, while the baby seals frolic in the water, oblivious to the close proximity of the king penguins. In the foreground of a spectacular glacier, a large group wander aimlessly to the water's edge, paddling and ending up looking less than immaculate. It looks as though they've had a good time. What gets dirty must be cleaned up. It's quite time-consuming to get a snowy white chest again. The skuas are very aggressive, stealing eggs. The juvenile penguins learn quickly that they are a threat and copy their parents to chase them off. Courting is both lively and tender, with much stroking of necks and head waving as part of the ritual. The end result, one precious egg, is balanced precariously on the feet of either parent. The tiny baby that hatches is well protected under the downy fur. Not all hatchings are successful. Chicks grow quickly, nourished by the parent regurgitating food. Soon space beneath mum is at a premium. This one wouldn't win a beauty contest, but no doubt mum thinks he's beautiful. After a little stretching of the legs, it's good to try and get back to the protection and warmth of mum. But this is not always easy, as heads can stick out the back if the chick is not careful. In a short time, the young chick is proudly showing off his brown fluffy coat. What a picture, with my ship standing by. It took a long and arduous climb up a river bed, through tussock grass to reach the wandering albatross, performing their amazing courtship ritual. These enormous birds, with a wingspan of 330 centimetres, mate for life and can live for 58 or more years. They leave the nest only to return to the island of their birth to mate and breed. They spend the better part of their lives on the wing, soaring around the Southern Ocean. Adults have been recorded flying thousands of kilometres in a day, and in a single foraging trip can cover the distance greater than the diameter of the Earth, making them one of the most well-travelled animals in the world. I was rudely awakened this particular morning at 5 a.m. in order to be ferried ashore to land amongst this massive colony. The light at this hour of day is incredible. All who made it out of bed in time felt it was well worth the effort. As the morning sun creeps over the horizon, flooding the colony, the glorious colour of their plumage is dazzling. These gentle, trusting creatures allowed me to walk and even lie among them to film at will. Nothing appeared to disturb them. Probably because they have so few visitors, I am not considered a threat. Let's hope this continues. Just enjoying a swim. This little gentoo thought if they can do it, so can I. Shortly after, one of the not yet fledged young chicks wallowed in the shallows and eventually emerged looking much the worse for wear. After a long trek in the pouring rain, I found the macaroni penguins hiding among the long tussock grass. It's easy to pick them out because the bright yellow-orange tassels across the forehead meeting right between the eyes. Weighing around 5 kilograms, these are the largest of the 6 species of crested penguins. At breeding times, they kick the first egg out of the nest as soon as the second is laid. Only one ever hatches. These 2 immature gentoos stayed close to the parent, even though they are fully fledged. My fellow travellers and I are much amazed by the efforts of this one chasing and trying to catch the reflection of my camera on the rock face. He persisted for some period of time before he decided enough was enough. I wonder what he thought it was. This cormorant is keeping watch over the seals on the beach. Other seals hitch a ride on the ice floes that are moving gently in the water. As I, along with many newfound friends, take leave of Antarctica, we glide past enormous icebergs that float with ease on the icy waters. The awesome size of these floating giants and beautiful shapes and colours leave us with an abundance of wonderful memories. We share time with each other to reflect on the stark beauty of the landscapes on all the islands that we visited and their many living creatures that have allowed us to visit and see firsthand how they live and thrive in this hostile environment. It has been a privilege none of us will ever forget.